Have you ever wondered how a single person can oversee a large operation while still appearing calm and unhurried? Imagine a quiet library where the only sound is the ticking of a clock. We often see people who are very busy, moving quickly from one task to the next, but we also see others who seem to have a different relationship with their time. There is a natural desire to understand this difference. It is common to want clarity on how large amounts of work get finished without constant manual effort. Often there is a misunderstanding about how this happens. One might think that having more resources simply means working more hours or being much faster at every task. However, the difference is often found in the way a person thinks about a problem. Instead of looking at a single task, some people look at the system behind the task. The main idea is that a system is a set of rules and parts that work together to produce a result. When a system is in place, the result can happen over and over again on its own. To see this change in thinking, we can look at a simple analogy from a garden. Imagine a gardener with a very large field of plants. Every day, the gardener wakes up and carries a heavy bucket of water from the well to the plants. If the gardener is tired, the plants do not get water. If the gardener goes away for a day, the plants might wither. The work is tied entirely to the gardener's physical presence and strength. Now imagine a different gardener. This gardener spends their time building a series of wooden pipes. At first, it looks like they are not watering the plants at all. But once the pipes are connected, the gardener only has to open one gate. The water flows to every plant through the system. The gardener can sit in the shade, or even leave the garden entirely, and the plants still receive what they need. The pipes are the system. We can look at the math of this to see the scale. Imagine the first gardener receives 10 units of value for every hour they spend carrying buckets. If they want 100 units, they must spend 10 hours of their life working. Their time and their value are locked together. Now look at the gardener who built the system. Imagine the system is small and only produces 1 unit of value every hour. That seems like less than the 10 units the first person receives. But the system does not need to sleep. It works for all 24 hours of the day. In one day, the system produces 24 units while the person does other things. In 4 days, the system has produced nearly 100 units without any new labor. The educational takeaway is that systems separate time from output. When a process is turned into a system, it can function according to its own rules. It moves from being a one-time event to a repeating pattern. This shift in thinking allows for growth that is not limited by a person's own 2 hands. Understanding this brings a sense of calm clarity. It shows that the accumulation of resources is often a result of building pipes rather than carrying buckets. It is a mathematical reality of how work can be organized. This explanation is provided to help understand the logic behind systems and resource management. It is a neutral observation of how different structures produce different results over time. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only.